At First Rounds on Me, we believe that one real date is better than 100 pen pals. With our mobile dating app, we make it fun and easy for you to meet someone in person for a real date. See someone you're interested in? We help plan your date. Pick a drink, a time, a venue, and send that person a date invite. It's that simple. You only get one confirmed date per day. Give your full attention to one person at a time so you can actually get to know each other in person. Our key differentiators allow you to focus on what's most important: dating with intention and connecting with someone in person. Once your date is confirmed, you only get 12 hours to chat before your date starts. If you're tired of the endless small talk with pen pals on other dating apps, First Rounds on Me is for you.
Welcome back to Crowdsourcing Love. I'm your host, Marin, and I have Harrison Forman. Hi, Harrison.
Hey, Marin.
How are you?
It's great to be here.
But Harrison, before we go into your love life, you're coming on to my singles mixer. I wanted to say onto my show, but it's not a show. It's just a singles mixer. You're
I
a
love
featured
it.
single. Before we get into that, can you talk about your background, who you are, et cetera, et cetera?
Of course. Well,
Thank you.
thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
The vibes are great. I love the fake plants, of course.
They're not my plants, but thank you so
Beautiful.
much.
So I'm a creator, producer,
Mm-hmm.
personality. I guess I've been in the media world for feels like a long time, 10 plus years at this
Okay.
point.
How old are you?
31.
Okay.
Yeah. Still millennial.
Yeah,
I
you
think,
are.
right?
You're not a Gen Z.
No
If you
Gen
wish,
Z.
maybe.
I'm like the quintessential millennial. Like I used to
Yeah.
have a blog about what is like my original blog was this thing Brunch Media.
Okay.
And it was like, what is life as a millennial guy in your
Oh my
20s?
God, that's so deep.
Yeah, very deep.
Did you find the answer?
The only answer was don't tell everyone about your inner dating stuff, because then some people like I would have girls cancel dates on me, like, I don't want to be in your blog.
Oh, because you're
Yeah.
blogging about dating.
I would talk about it, like, what time should I text her? Should it be like a 2 p.m.? What emoji do I go with? So
I
it
think
was
that's so fun though. That's cute.
it was fun. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was all my neurotic thoughts about dating, like in a blog on a
Mm-hmm.
website, and
Yep.
I just seen like Master of None, and that like shaped a lot of. And I read Modern Romance. I was like, oh, like here's a cool dude talking about dating.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can do that,
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so been in the industry, and now I run this show called Updating.
Yep.
It's a live show here in New York. It's kind of reality meets comedy,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like Jerry Springer, Love Is Blind, a little bit of Howard Stern.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious too.
It is
Yeah,
funny.
it's very
I
funny.
love
We
the
got to get
clips.
well. I reached out to you initially to have you on our show.
I know. It made me very
But
nervous.
yeah, you would be
Yeah.
great on the show, I
I feel like I
think.
would maybe cancel myself. I get like a little wild sometimes.
Would you say like some unfiltered stuff?
Probably. And then I couldn't edit it out.
That's the
You know what
thing,
I'm
right?
saying?
So for your pod,
Yeah.
you've chief edit. For my show, me and this guy Brandon Berman, funny
Okay.
guy, comedian, and we started the show a few years ago. And only like when we first started it, it was kind of like a social experiment,
Mm-hmm.
seeing if this would work. Two people blindfolded in front of an audience, and it was very underground when Updating
Okay.
first started. It
Yeah.
was many stories around that, but yeah, I feel like this current form has been around for almost 16 months, 17 months, and we kind of
And it's popping off.
we
Yeah.
exploded on TikTok right after
Mhm.
COVID, and
Okay.
trying to ride that wave. So
Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah,
So when you first started updating, did you have a day job or was it your full-time thing from the get?
had a day job, pay
Okay,
the
what was
bills.
it?
I was miserable. I had like
Mm,
I would walk out crying from these shots. Like
okay.
I felt like a monkey in a cage. I would
Totally.
Yeah, it was like tech. I worked at Facebook for a couple years, so
Okay.
that was sort of one of my
Were you an engineer or what were
definitely
you?
not an engineer. I was sort of
Like
help
marketing creative?
like partnerships, like helping
Okay.
creators post content.
Okay. So
So
kind
now
of
I'm
the
on the other
same
side.
sphere.
Right, exactly. So
Yeah.
now I'm on the other side of the table. I like this side more.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you're
It's
in the
a
right place.
it's a lot more fun. So yeah, I had day jobs, and you hustle. Brandon and I both hustle. The early days, sometimes I miss those days because it was so
Mm-hmm.
raw. Like we had no clue what we were doing.
Yeah.
We would print out it would be like Saturday noon. We printed out 500 business cards, and we would walk around the whole city, handing them
So
out to
cool.
people. None of our friends lived in the city at the time, so it's just us, and
Mm-hmm.
it was magical.
That's magical. And then when did you guys get momentum? Like when did it kind of flip from being like hustling underground to becoming a real thing?
It's a great question. I think After COVID, we got ran up in the New York Post, so they
Mhm.
did a story. And I mean, we had word of mouth early on, so people
Yeah.
would always tell their friends, but we
Mhm.
didn't have followers. Like
Yeah.
we would sell out shows of 60 people, and we had 37 followers.
Yeah.
So we had and I was so stubborn at the time. I'm like, I don't even want a social media following. Like,
Oh my
let's just
God.
make this an underground thing, which is
Mhm.
the dumbest, like
That's
one of
so
the
dumb.
how dumb is it? Yeah,
It's very
very
dumb. No
stupid.
offense. So peace and
So
love.
glad I was overruled with that.
Yeah. Did Brandon overrule that?
He overruled a
Thank
lot of
God.
other
That's a
people.
good
My
partnership.
wallet overruled it. That
Mhm.
do you want to be a starving person forever?
No.
No, not right. So post COVID, once we figured out like a schedule to post it,
Mhm.
it started doing well. And I think our
Mhm.
model with social was always like super unique, right? Because we were making a 90-minute live show and just posting the clips, the highlights.
The highlights. And the
Yeah.
highlights are always so juicy. You
Aw.
go there with your questions. Like you ask the most outrageous questions.
A lot of wild questions.
Do you think of them? Like, where do these questions come from?
A lot are on the fly. A lot are on the
Okay.
fly. You kind of go with the flow.
Like the craziest thing you've ever done in bed, for example. I was just watching clips and I was
You
like,
saw that one?
yeah. And I was like, oh my God, if he asked me that, I would be like, I'm not telling you.
Ooh, you
But
would be
all
like,
these, yeah, I would be a little sassy.
right. Well,
Hmm.
we want people to open up, right?
Yeah.
And I think Brandon does a great job in his role, like disarming people, making them
Hmm.
feel comfortable. And we just want people to talk about things you were talking about on the 8th date, not the first date, right?
Yeah.
So there's no job, no age, none of the boring stuff.
No small talk.
No small talk. Like,
Hmm.
let's just get deep,
Yeah.
right? Let's
Okay.
get sexual.
But it's very like the way you told me when
It's not
when you
only
got on the
sex.
phone with me, you were like, "We're a very sex
Oh my
positive
God.
podcast," and I was like, "That's a really like undertone way to say like you guys talk about the most sexual things and people kiss on stage like quite a bit."
It gets a little wild. Well, I think yeah, I was saying that because my lawyer, he
Oh
he
yes.
wants us to be a little bit more
Mm.
proactive with
Yeah.
with what's going on
To warn people.
to warn people with the
Hmm.
show. But yeah, people kiss.
Yeah.
I think it's raw. Raw is what we want.
I think
And
it's raw and genuine. I don't think people are
right.
creepy. Like, have you
It's
had
not
any like
creepy.
sus moments?
No, it's all tasteful.
Really?
It's all the only sus moments have been from the audience. People like
Oh.
we had a mom in the crowd one time. Like
Hmm.
her daughter was on the show. Guy walks out, he's blindfolded, and the mom stands up, give me the mic, give me the mic. Brought the mic out to her. She
Okay.
said, this guy you set up for my daughter, he is disgusting. He is so gross. How could you set my daughter up with this man?
Oh my,
And we're like,
that is
oh
so
no.
mean.
Isn't that so mean?
Oh my
So
God, bully.
so we ironically actually her daughter was kicked off the show.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I think that makes sense.
right. Because it's all
Okay.
tasteful. It's positive vibes.
It is good
Right.
vibes. I
Our
think
show's about fun. People need
it's
to have
fun
fun.
and it's playful, but there is an element of rejection in the show.
Which is interesting, right? Well, I
Mhm.
think that's one of the anthropological elements of the show, right? Because
Yeah.
it's kind of that looks versus personality thing. We've had people, they say, yes, I am so into Madison, like she is perfect for me, and then blindfolds come off. Whoa, I actually want to go with Daniela. I'm
Yeah.
gonna change my vote. So cringe. Like sometimes I'm on the floor
Like
like this. I'm
cringy.
literally like this, like for
How do you handle it? I would not be able to.
it's a lot of Tums, a lot of
Mm,
post show tequila shots.
thank God.
Thank God, a lot of this.
Yeah.
And
Hiding in the shirt.
hiding in the
Yep.
shirt. And at the end of the day, I think we just love it. We love doing it. It's just pure fun. And we want to
Yeah.
tell different kinds of stories. We never want to
Mhm.
get stale. So we're starting to bring people back.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of interesting stuff.
I mean, I went to
I go on and on sometimes.
No, I love it. So I went to your event the other night and I walked into the event and I recognized some people because they had
Right.
been on your show.
So cool.
So it's cool that like some of your regulars or your repeats kind of get like a little clout or like they get like the recognition.
Totally. I
Hmm.
love thanks for coming to the HUD.
Yep.
This was a
The
mix of it.
relaunch.
This was a mixer with HUD, one of our
Hmm.
partners. They're
Yep.
they're relaunching a date how you want to date sort of app, and it's kind of become a family.
Oh, I
It's
love
like our
that.
own little reality show cast here in New York,
Yes.
right? And that's some people on our show are starting to
Hmm.
get recognized in the street. Oh my God, so
Yeah.
you on updating? Like, why'd you turn down Jeremy? Like he was handsome.
Like they want the tea.
They want all the behind the scenes
Yeah.
drama, and there is a lot of tea that we
Hmm.
don't really share publicly that we're gonna start unfolding some of those layers.
How are you gonna unfold it?
Well, I think it's a good question. We're figuring that out. I
Yeah.
think there's different updates from updating is
Mm-hmm.
something we could do. Now that we have YouTube, you can really tell.
Oh, that's cute.
You could
Updates
tell
from
a bigger story.
updating. Yeah,
Updates
yeah,
from
yeah. That's
updating.
cute.
Right. And we joke sometimes, Mean Girls, like Tina
Mm-hmm.
Fey and the principal.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's like Brandon and I's character, right? We're like the principal and the
Totally.
teacher
Yep.
of this high school, and like there's all this like she hooked up with him, but wait, he's with her. Like something happened.
Oh, so like after the show, all
A-
the cast members kind of intermingle.
Intermingle or through the DMs. We hear
Oh
about all this stuff.
shit.
Like this guy DM'd her, but she was on a show with him. Like I
Do you guys
get
party with them at all?
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Like
done a
is
few.
there like an after show
We do a little.
bar?
We do a little. We call it after hours.
Yeah.
So right after the show,
Mm-hmm.
people can mingle. And it's funny, a lot of our audience members, especially when we tour,
Yeah.
that's where they meet someone because
Oh, cool.
there's a layer of vulnerability
Mm-hmm.
that is gone because they just saw this wild, crazy show.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh my God, these people just did that. I could go up to the cute guy or girl at the bar and say hi.
And be a little vulnerable.
Like, that's a lot
myself.
easier than
Yeah,
what those
it's way easier.
than what those people just did. So
Mhm. That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's fun. No, we'll get you at a show.
Okay, well, I'll for sure come watch a show.
love
Will I
it.
be
I love
in
it.
it? TBD.
Yeah, and anyone listening, if they want to be on it, let us know too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you recruit people? Is it like, do people have to submit themselves, or do you go out and like headhunt them?
A little bit of both, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, the casting part is a very, again, I think it's a unique part of the show. It's very grassroots, right? Like
Yep.
other dating shows at our size might have 10 producers, casting producers.
Totally.
We do everything ourselves, just two of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So it's gritty. People apply on our website, people send in their friends.
Mm.
Or some days we're walking around the city and going up to people. Like
And you see them and you recruit them.
see them and
Yep.
recruit them, especially guys, because early on it's very hard for us to get guys who want to do the show.
Who want to open up?
Right, because
Yeah.
guys, as we know, they're afraid to. Some men out there are afraid to be
Mhm.
vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
So no guys would apply, and it would be week after week, and we'd have all these great girls, and it's like the night before the show. Who's the guy on? Yeah, this dude just dropped. He has a work project tomorrow. We would
Yeah.
get the most insane
Excuses.
only from guys, which is
Totally.
like I got one the other day. Like I'm managing like 4 people on my team. I'm like, what is this?
And he's like, "Oh, I can't do it because I'm a manager."
I'm
That's yeah. I mean, because like it
like if you're
is-
scared to, just tell me you're scared.
just tell me you're scared. Be
Right.
honest. But it is like you said, a sex positive show, which makes it like feel higher stakes to go on. I love it.
Yeah.
It's funny, and you guys do it in a tasteful way.
Oh,
But I guess you'd have to be really confident in your own self control.
right.
Because you guys are not forcing them to do anything. It's people's own volition.
Right. It's all
Yeah.
all organic,
Mm-hmm.
and we make sure that folks know what they're signing
What they're
themselves
signing up for.
Right? Because we had some
Yeah.
not even incidents early on, but people early on didn't realize. We didn't even realize like
Yeah,
how far
where it was
some of
gonna
these
go.
clips would
Mhm.
spread, and the DMs, and we can't control the internet.
No.
So that was I mean, it was a wake up call, like how far and wide some of these clips were spreading. It was crazy, like so many crazy stories. But that's why we got in this thing, right? Like we want to be in the zeitgeist in a
Totally,
way.
and you are.
Yeah, in the internet.
Yeah.
I think we haven't had Timothy Chalamet there yet, so maybe not the
Well,
mainstream
he's
zeitgeist.
seen Kylie Jenner,
Right.
so you might not get him on the show.
Even if
but-
he's at the show, like that's the next
Okay.
thing. We just want Kylie and Timothy, if they're listening, come
Oh,
hang
they're
at the show.
definitely not listening to this, but
We have 2 seats for you.
okay,
Once they're on, then we're in the other zeitgeist.
You are okay. So let's manifest a little bit.
Ooh, I
Who
love that.
is your top like 2 or 3 dream guests?
Ooh,
They
on
have
stage.
to be on stage. They have to be single right now.
Amazing question. So Drake, of course. I mean,
course.
everyone says Drake. Strangely think he would do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's half Jewish. Yeah, we're a couple Jewish guys running the show.
I didn't know that.
Which is cool. And
Mhm.
B, he supports kind of creators, like early stage creators. He did
Mhm.
someone else's pod recently, and he talks about dating. Somehow that guy's single. It doesn't make sense. So I would say Drake, Emily Ratajkowski,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to say
I
her
think
last
it's
name.
Emrata.
Emrata.
That's what
right.
everyone calls
People
her.
call her
Yeah, a
Emrata.
little nickname.
I like that nickname.
Mm-hmm, it's cute.
Emrata would be number 2. Number 3. Ooh, number 3 is interesting.
I'm trying to
Who do
help
you
you.
think would be good?
Who would be good?
I don't want a Kardashian.
Sophie Turner. She would be
Sophie Turner
actually
would be
so
very good
good.
idea.
She's such a cool girl. Actually, I think out of everyone we've said, I think you have the highest percent chance to get Sophie Turner.
I've seen her in New York. I've
Once
walked by her.
once
Yeah.
she's healed from the divorce.
What's the
Give it a
timeline
year.
on that?
Give it a
year? So we
year.
have to wait a year?
Absolutely.
Post divorce, a year. Breakup,
Yeah.
maybe 3 months.
Well, I mean, she's classy. I'm team Sophie. Like, I don't know who your
yeah.
who do you kind of go with?
Ooh, I need to fully read up on it. I mean, the Jonas, I don't know what happened. I'm
I don't
curious.
know either.
Sophie, they're both stars.
They are.
I think they'll recover. I guess my final pick for a dream guest
Okay.
would be actually I don't even know. I think it would be Sydney Sweeney if she was single.
Oh my God, she's so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, she'd be amazing.
Yeah, I think it should be fun too.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to you. Well, actually, before we get to you and your dating
You're asking
life.
great questions.
Oh, thank you.
You really just
I really appreciate
I
that.
feel like I'm with the New York Oprah right now.
So long term with your career,
Right.
updating's so wonderful. I love it. And like I love that you and Brandon, your partner in this, like you guys seem like you guys just like sync up really well. Long term though, like what are your goals? What are you hoping to accomplish?
It's a great question. I
you.
think obviously we want to get the show as big as possible. We would
Mhm.
love to get into the TV film world,
Yes.
start a production company. So the issue with that world, especially today, right,
Mhm.
strike and everything, takes so long
Yeah.
to do stuff there. But we would love to launch other shows that are sort of like our own brand of these Judge Judy, Raw,
Mm.
Gen Z younger shows,
Yes.
right? That
Yep.
haven't really, or like Taxi Cab Confessions, like some of these shows that haven't really been remade. So launch a production company, do some other shows. I personally want to write a book at some point. Think that would be incredible. Share my story.
Yep.
Whether it's dating or like how to not take yourself too seriously, or something
Yeah,
about like
or like a
energy,
combination.
positive energy.
Yeah.
Like I
Yep.
wanna, because I started as a writer, honestly. So
Oh,
I
did
want
you
to
really?
do, yeah.
How did I miss that?
Right. I would write for, I know, maybe glassed over it.
Yeah.
But I did some articles for like Elite Daily, Business
Mhm.
Insider, and that was sort of how I got into it. So I would love to do that. And
Mhm.
maybe when I'm like 60 years old, teach, I guess.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I'd love to help the
That's
kids.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Like, we really covered your whole life, which is
I know,
adorable.
you know everything. Hopefully, yeah. Those are my professional goals.
Your
Personal are different.
What are your personal goals?
I mean, find love.
Find love.
I think have a family, travel the world.
Okay.
Have to see the world. Yeah, pretty
So-
simple actually.
so
be
you are-
healthy, be a good brother, son, all that.
Okay, so you have family values.
Family
Like,
values.
Hint, hint,
Really
ladies.
important.
Hint, hint.
I know. As I get older, as you get older, you realize how important all of that is.
Totally, and
So
we're the
important.
same age.
Right. Like going out at the bar, it's just losing a little bit of the zest.
It is.
The
It's not
zest.
as fun as it used to be.
It's just not.
Yeah.
You get to the point where it's kind of deja vu, and
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I've done it,
Yeah, and then you don't recover as quickly from the hangover.
Right.
And like me, like I'm also an entrepreneur, and
love
so
it.
it's like I feel like all my time is so valuable that I don't want to waste days recovering from like a nasty hangover.
Right.
Or even like the embarrassment hangover
Yeah.
when you do something crazy when you're drunk.
Oh,
you know
you
what
do
I mean?
some
I
wild.
don't need that.
Oh, you don't need that at all,
Mm-mm.
right?
No, zero.
The analogy I've been using is it's like that moment when it's senior year of college.
Mm-hmm.
You've done all the classes. You've gone to all the bars a million times. You're ready for graduation.
Yep.
Right. I'm ready to. You haven't graduated yet. You still have to like go to the class.
Yeah.
But you're like mentally there.
Yes.
Almost, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what happens in your early 30s.
That's a really
Late 20s.
beautiful analogy.
Isn't that nice?
It's
I thought, I was thinking about it today. I was like, oh my God, Marin's going to love this analogy.
No, I fucking do. It's amazing. Okay, so what are you looking for in love? Like we're gonna get into you and because I'm gonna help Harrison find love.
Did my mom reach out to you before this?
She did call me. She's
Okay,
amazing. I love
yeah,
her.
she's sweet, yeah.
But what are you looking for?
I'm looking for wow, it's almost like you have to take a breather before you.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of question you can like answer right away.
I know. It's
like there are certain
marinate on that.
there are certain questions that should have like a 5-second rule
Okay.
before you answer.
I mean, I can always edit out the 5 seconds.
No,
so
I love
if you really
it.
need to breathe through it.
No, I love
feel
it.
free.
No, what I'm looking for, I'm looking for a long-term partner, of course. Someone smart, I think funny
Yeah.
is interesting, someone excitable, someone
Yeah.
that adds to your life, someone who gets along with your friends, has good values. We can have interesting dialogue because words. I'm big. I realized this about myself. Words of affirmation,
Okay, that's
or
your
even
love
just
language.
words in general.
Yeah, you're cerebral.
The dialogue.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, totally.
Like, can we be on a couch talking for hours about
Yeah.
nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothingness. So yeah, no, just look at, and honestly, it's cheesy, but like you, that's why dating's so hard because you're looking for a best friend. And we have our best friends. We've known them for 10 plus years. And then all of a sudden with dating, I'm like, wait, I just met her. Like now I'm going to make it, like, that's what makes it hard, I think.
Yeah, and I think when you find the right person, it won't feel so hard. It just
Yeah.
sounds like you haven't found them yet.
Exactly.
Has dating changed since you've been in the public eye and now you're like public facing, you're well known? How has that changed the dynamic?
It's I would say it hasn't changed it that much.
Okay.
Occasionally you get the I don't want to be mentioned on your show kind of
Oh,
vibe, right?
yeah.
One element that I think is interesting, like just given, and for you as well, right? When you work in one of these fields, right? Entertainment, media, social media, is you need someone who can hang, honestly. Like
Totally.
it's an unconventional job, right? My work hours could be until 11 p.m. on a Wednesday in Mississippi. Like I don't even know, right?
Sweden.
Sweden, it could be Stockholm. So there's a different element, but I feel like that filters some people out almost. I don't think I'm still doing the same,
Do you
going
feel
through the
like you
same
get
motions.
more? Do you feel like you get more
Uh,
people where you're like, I don't know if your intentions are pure? I definitely got that.
Maybe really? No
Yeah,
way. A lot of guys just
totally.
wanted the clout.
1000%.
And how would you find that out? Like, what would you?
Just like through how it would end up, basically. Like 2 months in.
Ugh,
Yeah. It's okay though. Like I like feel like my picker has gotten better since like picking up on that.
it's tough.
But yeah, I mean like I don't date comedians anymore.
Right.
By the way, do you consider yourself a comedian?
A comedian? I do, but more of an untraditional comedian, more of like a social
Okay.
media.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Do men tend to have a type physically? Like based on what you know from your friends, from the updating show, anything?
Right. Do
Yeah.
men have a type physically?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, and even looking at some of my core friends, everyone has their own. I could come across someone and know, oh, that's so and so's
Type.
type,
For
right?
example, like some men like tall, skinny girls, some guys like short, curvy girls, like
Short,
that type of.
curvy, some like the type that you would see at Joya Beach in Miami. Others want the type that you would see at a rave in Bushwick, right? Like and I think it's key in your friend group. You don't really want to have overlapping in physical
because then you have to
interest, yeah.
compete for the same girl.
Well,
if you do.
Well, I've always had philosophy: never compete with a friend.
That's a
like
great one.
if a friend of mine throughout my 20s, whatever, like wanted someone, there would never even be a discussion. Walk out. Like there's nothing worth
You
it.
back
right?
off.
It's
Yeah.
not even.
A
Yeah, I hear
thought.
stories about guys. It's the most immature. It is so immature.
Yeah.
It's wild. So, long story short, yes.
So what's your type?
my
now
my
I'm helping.
personality type?
No. You can talk about personality, but also physical because I'm trying to help you find love.
Yeah.
And I deal with singles all day, every day. So I'm trying to zone in on it for you.
I know, but if I say the wrong thing, then my physical type,
Generally.
generally,
Always there's always an exception to what you say.
right.
Right.
So my physical type, my fit. I mean, I like fit. I guess that's kind of.
It sounds like we're
It's
gonna
like a
cancel
fuckboy
him.
answer, bro.
I want your type.
my honest physical type.
Okay.
I don't even know this. All right, my honest physical type.
Okay.
I do like beautiful eyes, beautiful
Okay.
teeth,
Yep.
beautiful smile.
Okay.
The pheromones have to be on,
Yes, there
right?
has to be
Like the scent,
chemistry.
like
Yes.
there's just a unique chemistry where like you want to like kiss them, like, and you
Yes.
want to be around them,
Okay.
right? Not the upper body, not, it's cool, but like whatever.
Are you talking about like tits versus ass right now?
Yeah, I guess. Is
Okay.
that what you wanted to know?
No, I didn't want to know that, but you said the upper body, and I was like, are you talking about like their like traps? Like what are you?
No. I
No.
think yeah, I'm a big legs guy,
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I'm gonna take a rabbit hole here.
I mean, that was a great
Yeah.
answer. I'm still giggling over here. I don't really agree with the tits versus ass
Yeah.
conversation because I'm just like, eh.
I
It's
would
not that
say
important.
I'm not, my true physical type is easy on the eyes,
Mm,
pretty eyes, great smile,
okay.
and great pheromones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Okay, so how do you feel about hookup culture?
How do I feel about hookup culture?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Thank you.
I run the most sex positive dating show in existence. So,
I know, and
so
your
I might
biggest
not
partner is
be.
HUD.
I'm pretty. I'm all for it if it's open and honest, I guess, right?
Okay.
Everyone has their own goals. There's
Mhm.
no formula, right? Some people are down to, they don't want anything serious, right? So what are they gonna do? Just stare at the wall all day?
Maybe.
They could, or use some other things, but
Mm.
I think I'm all for it. I think
Okay.
it's cool.
How about for yourself though?
For myself, I think it's important. I mean, I think it's really important to know if you connect with someone physically
Yeah.
before,
You commit to
like
them?
physically, intellectually, emotionally, right? Those
Uh-huh.
are the three big things.
Mhm.
So, is physical? Yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah.
I don't think most people are like waiting 2 months, with someone
Mm.
before they,
During my 28 dates in February, I waited 90 days.
before hooking up,
Sex.
before sex.
Or anything,
You
actually.
waited 90 days.
Mhm. To try it out because I'm kind of like a test rat. Where I
Right.
like wanted to like try out different like dating philosophies.
I don't know if I could
And
wait that long.
Steve Harvey told me to basically. He wrote a book and he said women wait 90 days. He calls it the 90-day rule.
Right. Steve
Uh,
Harvey, the TV guy, like
Comedian.
Family Feud.
Yeah, yeah.
He said, I wait 90 days before.
No, he wrote a book where he was advising women like what to do in dating, although he is from a different generation.
Right.
But I was like, fuck it. Like I haven't had that much success lately. I'm like, I'll try anything. And so I tried it.
I love that.
It
How
did-
was it?
I mean, it was kind of weird.
That's a long
was
time.
fine,
How many
though.
dates were there?
A lot. There were a lot. I mean, at least 28.
Was there other stuff before?
I mean, I'd make out with the guys. And then I'd
Right.
keep it above the belt.
You keep it above
Mhm,
the belt. So
mhm.
that I think is cool.
Yeah.
I think right. I have a decent amount of opinions on it. No, I think I'm trying to think what's no, I think above the belt's great.
Yeah.
Right.
You can still understand
yeah.
if you have like rhythm.
Ultimately, I feel like a lot, and people have said this for a while, but the rules, you go with the vibe, you go with what works for your values, but also go with the vibe.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm a go with the vibe.
Go with the
Because
vibe.
I've waited for certain people that I've ended up with, and others have been the first night. Like exes were the first night, and
So don't get caught up in like the technicalities is what
Exactly,
you're saying. Like
exactly.
understand what the vibe is.
exactly every
Yeah.
situation's so different.
Okay, that's cool to know.
These are good
Okay.
questions. I know.
Thank you.
I,
So-
now I'm on the hot seat.
Yeah, I know you really are. So how would you feel like if you met a girl, would you get engaged within a year?
Yes.
You would.
I would get engaged within like a month. Like
You're a hopeless romantic.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much. I feel like I'm like this. So much like love to give.
I knew you were gonna say that. I could feel it coming out.
And
of your mouth.
it's an analogy. Is like it's another sports analogy, or the other one was I guess college. It's like you're a top college basketball player. You've been hitting the gym.
Mhm.
You made it to the Final Four. Like you've been crushing it.
Mhm.
And once you make it to NBA, that's when you're in love. That's when you're. So it's like I'm ready to like be in the
Okay.
league, you know.
So like
It's
you're
like,
ready. Like
yeah.
what have you been
Obviously, I've been in love, but like the final
right?
love is the
Like you're
hardest
looking
part.
for the one,
Yeah.
but what have you been doing to prepare? Like you said you've been in the gym. So like what do you mean by that?
Therapy for sure.
Okay.
Toxic relationships.
Been
Tons of
there, done
dating
that.
experience.
Check, check,
Check
check.
it off.
Okay.
You've had toxic.
Oh yeah.
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 You grow from that,
You grow,
right?
you
You
learn.
grow so much.
Mhm.
I tell all my friends like have a toxic. Like
Just do it.
just
Try it
do it.
out.
Do it for a couple months. Like
Like try it
we all
out. Then move on though.
we
That's the
all
trick. Don't get stuck there.
exactly,
Mhm.
right? Because that, and I could tell you crazy stories, but toxic, dated a lot. I feel like
Mhm.
I know myself extremely well.
Yeah.
And I know the things that I still need to work on, but
Mhm.
I know what I'm good at, and yeah, I think you just come to a point where like you've done it, right?
Yeah.
And
And you're ready
yeah, I
for the
feel
NBA.
right. I feel yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Got to get drafted. It's time
Gotta
to
get
get drafted,
drafted.
right? You've been hitting the gym.
Coach put me in.
Yeah, like there's just so many, and also like I'm coming to the point now where there's so much I want to do socially
Mhm.
that it's not really with a buddy thing to do socially.
So
Like
like
whether
for
it's like
example,
traveling
okay.
or go to like weddings, right?
Mhm.
Like or a family thing,
Or
like
vacation.
or a
I guess that's
vacation,
traveling.
traveling,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
vacation, and
Mhm.
that to me, it's almost like a little bit, yeah, that is another huge reason, right?
Mhm.
Because I don't want to go alone. Most of my friends are either with someone or like it
Mhm.
wouldn't make sense. So, I don't,
Yeah.
yeah, I want
No,
someone to do that with.
I definitely feel that.
Yeah,
That makes sense to me.
I know. I have a
Um
lot of
he has a lot of like
PC answers.
I mean, I don't think that you do.
No, that's
You are a little PC with the whole like upper body thing.
I know. Maybe we try.
That's
Yeah,
no,
we'll
I'm
figure.
definitely keeping that. Was hilarious. Okay, I have a game. It's called Ick or Lick.
Ick or lick.
Okay, so if
Okay.
you like it, you lick it.
Okay.
If you hate it, you ick it.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is kissing on the first date.
Lick.
Okay. Sex on the first date.
Depends on the vibe.
Yeah. For me, that's an ick.
I would say ick and lick because I think I do think it's cool. I've been thinking this more over the past couple years because I have been waiting and it's been cool. Like there's really no rush on like, why do you have to on
I
the
mean, you
first
have your
date?
whole life.
Yeah.
If that person is the
Right.
one, you have nothing but time. So
Exactly.
relax, like chill
Yeah.
out. Okay, dating a friend's ex.
Ick.
Yeah, same.
Ick. That's an extraordinary ick.
Same. I agree.
Like dissolve the friendship kind of ick.
So if one of your buddies dated your ex, you'd be so upset.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd be really upset.
I would too.
Yeah. I'd
P-
probably cry.
I would probably yell at them.
And lose the friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PR relationships.
What does that mean?
So it's like when you're a little bit famous and then you start dating someone who is also a little bit famous so that you both become even more famous.
I would say no, it needs to be real.
You would say ick.
Ick.
Okay, I would say
You would
lick.
like
No, I'm just kidding. No, I would
You're
say
like if Timothy is available.
I'm like, how long do I have
Yeah.
to be in this fake relationship? No, I would say ick because I just feel like I'm too.
Do you think a lot of these celebrity relationships are
Yes,
fake?
yes.
You know they are.
1000%. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
So they stay in the media. Like Pete Davidson, half of his were probably.
Well, he was.
Well,
he was
purposely
social climbing a little bit.
And he said this, I think. Like I
Did he?
purposely date or he would DM like famous celebrities after their breakups, I think.
Oh, really?
I think.
That was his kind of in.
Apparently.
I mean, and then he became like famous for his penis, and like everyone wanted to like
I know.
experience it.
I know. It's
But the
crazy.
reason why he is where he is because he did a bunch of PR relationships consecutively.
Right. That is true.
So
I mean, he's massively famous.
he's massive, but he didn't always used to
Right.
be.
These are some good icks or licks.
Thank you.
You're at. This is the best interview.
I'm gonna clip that and
It's my
save that
favorite
forever.
interview I've ever done.
Oh my god.
Top.
Oh, bless.
Number one.
Wow. I'll pay you after. Okay, splitting the bill on a first date.
Splitting the bill on a first date.
Mhm.
Ick.
Who do you think should get it?
The guy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy.
Okay, thank God. If a guy ever asked me to split the bill, like on the
It's
first
a
like
red
5
flag.
dates, I would be like, "Ugh." It's a red flag.
I love that. I
And by
love
the
that.
way,
I mean, a lot of people today are more. I feel like they're not as intense with that, like 5 dates. But
okay, but here's the
I'll pay. I have no rule. Like I'll pay the first 10 dates. Like I don't even.
yeah, and here's the thing, like for me, if a guy wants to split right away, I don't think he's as invested
I agree.
in me.
I agree.
And so I only want to date guys who are like fully invested,
Right.
and that's a way for me to kind of sift through it.
Right.
Mhm.
I love that. It's also a little bit romantic. It's like
It
it's a
is.
courtship.
It's a courtship.
You know.
And also guys have the autonomy to plan a date that's not that expensive.
I know.
Like we
I
could
know.
go for a walk, a coffee,
Uh,
a picnic.
I
Like,
love that.
you
I
know?
did alcoholic ice cream dates twice
Wait,
this summer.
really?
A really cool place on Broadway.
Did
You
you know
should
the
go.
owner? So you gave him like he was like, it's on me, dude.
Is it? Oh wait,
Like, was it free for you?
no, it wasn't. No,
Okay.
no, I paid
Okay.
for it. It was,
Oh,
you know, it was it's an affordable date, and I truly, especially with a dating app date, like
Yeah. it was a first date.
yeah, you could just link up,
Yeah. Okay. Um. Women asking a man out.
love,
You
lick,
love? Of
lick,
course you do.
lick.
All men say that, but do they mean it?
Yes.
Really?
Wait, are there guys who don't want her to
I
ask?
think in your subconscious, maybe you're like, oh, I only like you need like a bit of a challenge.
No,
No,
I love that.
your
I think
face.
that's amazing.
You're like, no, hell
No, I think that's amazing. My ex
Mm-hmm.
hit me up first.
Oh, really?
Right.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
which was really
She
cool.
slid into the DM.
She did, yeah, a
Cute.
little bit, yeah.
Sending nudes.
If you're dating,
Mm.
lick.
Lick.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll lick it.
You're about that.
Well,
If you're
I
with
am,
someone.
but like sometimes I feel like when I like preach to my choir, I'm like such a prude, but like in reality, I'm like be aligned. So I'm like, okay, I'll lick it, fine. You know
That's
what I
cool.
mean?
That's
I just
cool.
like don't want to tell everyone.
What about texting?
What?
Like sending dirty texts.
Of
and
course.
stuff, yeah.
I feel like that's part of like you
Dates.
have to have a sexy side to your your relationship with your
I agree.
intimate partner.
It's really
Hello.
important.
That's why you guys are dating. That's why you're like
I
on
love
that
it.
next level.
I love it.
Okay. Asking about marriage and kids on the first date.
Lick.
Yeah.
Lick. I don't think there are rules, especially as you get. I found that dates I've been going on recently,
Mm-hmm.
there is a different there's a different category of questions that maybe 5 years ago
You'd
I
be
wouldn't
freaked
ask
out
as
by.
quickly.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't ask it. I personally wouldn't ask as
Are
quickly.
you asking
right?
those questions on the first date where you're being like, hey, do you want marriage? Do you want kids? Or are they
It-
asking?
It's it could be both. I think you go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll ask, are you organized? Like
Wait, why do you ask that?
our kids like dentist appointments. Like I'll forget.
Oh,
stuff
because you're like
that.
the artsy one. So you need somebody who's like a little
I'm
bit
the unorganized one
Yeah.
for sure.
What else is like
Do you
the
pay your
opposite
bills
of
on
you?
time?
What's the opposite of you besides organized? What else?
Opposite of me, organized, mindful,
Mindful?
great listener.
Okay, so basically you're looking for somebody who's
Good with, I would say,
good with money.
financially sound or
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah, so you kind of
Yeah.
need like a girl boss.
Nothing would make me happier.
Yeah, I can see that for
Nothing
you.
would make me happier.
I can see that. Moving in together before marriage.
Yes, lick.
Lick. For me, it's a nick. I mean, I would be engaged.
Wait, seriously?
I'd be engaged, but
That's very
I've
traditional.
I've dated guys and moved in with them. And then
What was your longest
like my longest
relationship?
My longest relationship ever is 4 years.
Whoa.
But that's like high school to college. After that, I had like a 2.5-year relationship.
That's a good one.
And then we, lived together. And then when we broke up, it was just like so extra.
I get
Because
it.
we lived together and then I had to
Right.
like move out.
Yeah,
I was sleeping on a mattress on the floor.
I was my arm.
I know. Just sink into the couch.
Sink?
Yeah.
Put it down here.
Yeah, it's good there.
That's better. Than.
But you know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
so much work. And then like
Right.
emotionally, like you're on a mattress on the floor. You feel like you're at like rock bottom.
Right. I get it. No, for sure.
Yeah.
Moving in is a big step.
That is.
I feel like if you do it, you do need to know. And look, I'm excited for that.
I mean, totally.
You get a roommate, you get an amazing person you live with.
Yeah.
It's most of my freakouts happen alone in my apartment.
Wait, why?
I lost right before this interview.
You're alone too long?
I couldn't find my phone. I'm like kicking. I'm like, where's my phone?
I don't believe you because you were texting me every 5 minutes.
Well, that was right. I'm saying like immediately before. Like,
Oh, okay.
I took and I proof of this because I took a picture on my other phone of your number just in case this is how.
So
Woo!
I love it.
So these are the rabbit holes I go down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll show you that picture.
That's why you need your organized wifey to be like, babe, here's your phone.
I can't even express it. Nothing would make me happy.
You need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the things I'm not great at.
Okay.
There are
and I
many.
feel like that's
There are
good because
many.
that's a real partnership.
Right. Yin and yang. I'll be the
Totally.
fun dad.
You're the fun dad. Please don't say you're the stay-at-home dad.
No, I want
would
dual.
murder.
Dual. Power couple.
Yeah.
I'm all about the power couple.
Thank God.
I'm turned on by the power couple.
Same. I think that's like
I think
how it
it's so
should be. I think
cool.
that's what people should aspire to.
There's nothing. I'm so attracted to that, honestly.
Yeah. Same. We need to do your dating app profile
Okay.
review. So
Should we pull it out?
So pull out your phone.
Should we pull? Okay.
What's the situation? Like, how often are you on the dating apps? How
You
often
wanna
are you
check out,
swiping? We're gonna start with HUD,
Okay.
but I want you to describe to everyone what HUD is because for
perfect.
me, I really don't like the idea of HUD for myself, but I do like the idea of everyone who does just want to hook up to get off all the other dating apps and
Right.
go on to HUD.
Well, the cool thing, so HUD is it's an empowerment app for dating. It allows you to date the way you want to date. It's a hookup app that is fully shame free, right?
Right.
To explore your kinks or any side like that. And so
Okay.
I've been on HUD for a while. So you want me to read it out? All right.
Yeah.
So the cool thing with HUD,
Mhm.
one of their features is you have your bedroom, right?
Your bedroom?
Your bedroom.
You have a picture of your bedroom?
No, you have the things you like in the bedroom.
Okay, what do you have?
And maybe I'll send it to you too.
Oh my God.
And then you could like have a look inside. But look, it also says Harrison's looking for something casual, something serious.
So you're looking for something casual on HUD, maybe something serious elsewhere?
Well, this says something serious too.
Okay.
So, you know, it's amazing. So this is the app.
Can I
some
see
good
it? Let
pics.
me look.
Some good pics.
I'm wearing this shirt that I can like barely
Okay,
see
you
my-
want to look through the
Yeah.
profile? Okay.
I won't like flash it at the screen.
And maybe what? Okay, perfect.
I just want to.
I could show you my.
Okay, first picture, so cute. Endorse
Aw.
that. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna out you on what your kinks are.
Would you swipe right?
Yeah, I think you're a little cutie. Wait, I love the picture with your friends. You can still tell that you look.
Very important.
Okay, so it's important to show you have friends, but also you look the best in the photo.
Oh,
Like, don't put photos up where your friends look better than you.
That's really
With peace and love.
That's very interesting.
Your birthday, you're Sagittarius, you're straight.
It's simple.
This last picture, I'm not really sure what's going on.
I don't know what's going on there. Very odd. Very odd. A couple years ago,
I feel like we could
way
change
too
that.
old. Let's get rid of that.
Like, you look
yeah,
different.
my hand is on. I'm doing like the Pledge of Allegiance or
I
something.
need to show. Where's the camera?
It's a very bizarre pic. I
It's
don't
a
know
weird
what's going.
one.
I don't know what's going on.
Wait, like, why? Can we please delete that one?
We'll delete it.
Okay.
And the cool thing about HUD, you could show your bedroom in their redesign. It's gonna be desires. So do you have
When
desires?
you say show your bedroom, what do you mean by that?
It's just, let's say you entered my bedroom.
Okay.
Not like, 5 pillows.
I keep thinking it's like a photo of your bedroom.
It shows like things you like.
Yeah. Like in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be For example, one could be dirty talk. Just to give
Is
one
that on there?
example. I don't know if
Correct.
it's on there or
yes. Dirty talk.
not. Okay. Okay, let's see your other profile. Your Hinge profile.
You want to see my Hinge profile?
What other dating apps are you on right now besides HUD? I know HUD's your main one, but like what else are you on?
Raya.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know
But
Raya very well.
Nothing really serious happens on Raya.
No, it's more so networking from my
Yeah,
experience.
exactly.
Yeah.
Been on Raya. I've met some cool
Mm.
people though, I will say.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see my Hinge?
Yeah, of course. I feel like everyone.
This one's good. My prompts are good on the Hinge.
How
I don't
often-
use Hinge. I should.
Can
I have a
look at it?
profile. This is embarrassing. I haven't been on a Hinge date in 2 years.
So you're going on HUD dates.
HUD dates.
Really? Wait, but are you
I
taking
I typically meet in real life, to be honest.
Okay,
I
that
know that's
makes
a cheesy
sense. You're
answer,
very
but
outgoing, but
yeah. All right, you wanna yeah.
no, but I wanna ask you,
Actually,
like
you'll like my prompts on Hinge.
okay, but before we get into your prompts, with HUD, are you actually taking these women seriously? Because for me, if I met a guy on HUD, I would not take him seriously.
All
I
of
w
them, all of them.
You take him seriously?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, even though
It's
it's a hookup app?
well, a lot of the people I've met on HUD have not been they haven't looked for something serious. So it's not just people who are looking for like a one night stand.
Oh, really? I
Right.
thought it was a hookup app.
It's it allows you to do that, but it's
Mm,
not just that.
okay.
So there are people who like hooking up who are looking for something serious who are on HUD, like myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, valid. Okay,
It's not like
so
a grinder kind of situation where it's like 20, you know. It's
okay,
not just
that's what
that.
I thought it
It's not just
was.
that.
So if you were to meet up with a girl from HUD, you wouldn't just say, "Come over."
No,
You
no.
would say, "Let's get ice cream."
Correct. Correct. I would do a
God.
normal date like everyone else. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You
you
just
thought
like
it was
I just thought it was like, I thought it was
right.
like Grinder, to be honest.
No, it's that there's an element of that,
Mm.
but it's not the only element.
Is it kind of weird though that you like know all of her kinks right away?
I think it's cool because it's there's transparency there, right? Like
Mm.
going in, I mean, the first time obviously you're with the first couple times you're with someone, it's
Mhm.
never perfect, right? Like
Yeah.
you have to really figure out what you guys
Mhm.
like, what you each like, what you vibe with.
Mhm.
It's kind of cool how going into the date you have a good sense of that. And
Yeah.
I'm not like what's the guy from 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, Christian Grey.
Christian Grey. I'm not
Yeah.
like that. Like I'm not but that's
You're
there
not
are
trying to like
different
beat her up.
no, there are
No.
different levels of all of this stuff, right?
Mhm.
Like I'm just like, an Italian guy, like a little dirty talk, a little biting.
Wait, an Italian guy? Is that what they
I'm
like?
saying like this is what I've heard about like Europeans.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't confirm or deny that.
My face looks bad in the video now.
No, it doesn't. You look cute.
Oh,
What are you
hey.
talking about?
No, I was saying because I was blushing from
Oh, I
the
love that.
combo.
I love that you're blushing. That's so funny. Okay, so your prompt is you'll know I like you if, and then you say, I send you motivational voice notes with electric music playing in the background.
Eclectic.
Oh, okay. It does say eclectic. I just misread that.
Electric.
Um,
So what do you think about? Are you a voice note person?
yeah, I love when I'm dating a
Seriously.
guy.
Love
Totally.
that.
During
Love
my
that.
28 dates in February, there were a few guys who would like send me voice notes. Oh my God.
I
Just like
love
send
that.
me 2 per day. I don't need to be texting all day, every day. But it's
So
just,
cool.
it's so cute. And you can like hear the tone, like their excitement.
It's incredible.
Mhm.
And for me, communication is the number one. It's one of like the biggest deal breakers
Okay.
for me when I'm talking to someone.
Yeah.
If someone's responding to a text like 2 or 3 days later, like I don't have time for that. Like
I
we're not
know.
on the same page.
Well, when I,
It's just not. This is just not gonna work. I'm a great communicator, right? I'll respond to
yeah.
text within a minute.
No. But what I'm trying to say is like if I don't respond for 2 days, I'm not that interested.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if I get
Exactly.
back to you within a day, then I am. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Look, being busy is fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
So all right. So you proved the first one.
Yeah, even though I misread eclectic, it says not electric. That's cute. I like how specific it is, and I love that it shows your communication style
Ah,
because yeah, that's important. Second picture could do better.
let me see. Could do better. Could do
Like you
better.
have those eyes that are like the red, like your eyes are red.
My eyes.
Yeah, in this photo, like they're
I,
just 2
oh,
red
that's bad. That's bad.
dots.
Not good.
No,
Let's fix
like
that.
you are way better
Let's
looking
fix
than
that.
that. This is cute. I
That's a good one.
approve.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The sunglasses and the hair. eh.
We could fix that.
I feel like you have
Definitely.
much better photos.
I need to update the pics for sure.
But you haven't been using it for
What are
2
your thoughts on
years.
doing like phone photos or like finding the ones that people took on like a real fancy camera?
I like the fancy camera.
Just put those on the
Yeah,
apps?
it's high
Okay.
resolution. Yeah.
All right.
Don't overthink it. Just like
That's
do
fair.
where you look good.
Yeah, I like that.
Because the photo you sent to me that I posted on my featured singles
Good
reel,
photo.
everyone was like, "Oh my God, who is he?" Like people
Stop.
were like drooling. Yeah,
Get
I'm
outta
not
here.
kidding. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
I'll fall for you if, and then you say you have a great sense of humor, positive vibes, broaden my horizons, kind, and intellectually curious, also full of surprises. Okay, that's a lot of pressure.
maybe it's a bit
It's a bit aggressive.
It's a bit aggressive.
Like, you have to have a good sense of humor. You also have to
I
have
know.
positive vibes, and you have to be a teacher, and you have to be like intellectual, and you have to be full of surprises. It's a lot.
All right, so that answer and your feedback on that is probably the reason why I'm single.
No, I mean, I like it.
It's
Like,
like a whole. No, I get it. Well, I go a little much. I'm extra.
you're
I'm a little extra. I'm extra. Like
You are extra.
I'm extra, but that answer doesn't have to be so extra.
I would just say I'll fall for you if you have a great sense of humor, positive vibes. No,
I'll
get rid of
fall-
positive.
I'll fall for you if you check off these 100 things I'm looking for.
That's actually funny because then it's like you're joking and it shows your sense of humor.
So, ooh.
Like, I'll
maybe
fall
we'll
for
edit
you
that
if you have all 100 things that I'm looking for, or like something
That's
stupid.
funny. I like that.
That's actually funny, but like also the full of surprises with 1,000,000 exclamation points.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't love it.
Are you one of those texters that doesn't use like exclamation
No, I
points
do.
and emojis?
I do. The real me does. Society has told me to stop.
What about if they do like a period?
I think that's fine. They just have good grammar.
Okay.
I don't read into the punctuation. If they're
Okay.
texting you, they like you.
Good answer.
Thank you.
I like that.
This picture needs to go.
You don't like that?
I don't.
Why?
It's kind of douchey. It's like you're doing the peace sign.
I'm not even like that, too. I'm not
I know,
that
like-
kind of guy.
like meeting you IRL.
That says,
this.
that says like Wall Street bro.
Yeah, it does.
And
you're
I'm
not.
Not.
No.
All right. So
Also,
wait, I'm taking notes.
cuter.
Right now. I'm
You're
taking notes right now.
cuter than this. Okay. We're the same type of weird if you also start randomly dancing to Chaka Khan walking down the street.
Do you know-
Wait, I don't even know who Chaka Khan is.
You don't know Chaka Khan?
Sing it.
Let me see my phone. Wait, Chaka Khan?
Don't
even-
get me written off for copyright.
Oh, copyright. I'll play it for you after.
Okay.
Chaka Khan she's sort of like R&B, soul-y, Motown-y vibe.
Okay, cute. And do you have some good dance moves?
You know, I can boogie a little bit.
I can see that. That's so funny. Oh my god, this is fun. Like
For me, it's rhythm.
rhythm is important.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm like a good dancer, textbook good dancer, but I have rhythm.
Which is more important. Okay, this photo is cute. I like that one. That's fun.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick.
This last one, again, like I don't know.
What's going on there? I look like a douchebag.
Why are you
Who is doing my pick? This is why I came on the show, because
I need to show the
this
camera.
is really bad.
Wait, can we zoom in? Like why?
That's really bad.
I mean, you just have like look at your natural smile is so cute.
I know.
And
what am
then-
I doing?
And then these like half
This is
smile ones are
embarrassing.
so like
Embarrassing. I'm
like,
embarrassed.
I can say this because I know you have pictures out there that exist that
Yeah.
are way better.
This is.
And so it's not gonna be hard for you to replace these.
Well, maybe this is why I haven't used this particular app in a while, because I get no matches because my
Yeah.
photos are horrible.
And the one prompt with all the exclamation points,
I'm a walking red flag.
the laundry
on this
list of like
app.
what you need to bring to the table.
No, those pics need a lot more. But here's the question.
Okay.
How much time should
What?
I invest into the apps versus meeting someone in real life or events like yours? And I obviously I have a unique
Right.
profession. I'm around people a lot.
Yep. I honestly think you should be swiping maybe like 2 times per week. And
I
then
like
going
that.
on like a date per week.
I like that. I think
Mhm.
at the end of the day, when I'm telling myself, and when I try not to stress about dating, control what you can control.
Yeah.
Right? I can go up and say hi to someone
Mm-hmm.
at the bar. As long as I can swipe on I'm literally like doing everything I can in my power. I can edit the profiles a little bit.
I think
All right, maybe not everything.
I don't think you're doing everything. I think that you
to meet
should,
someone, you think there's more effort I could do.
Yeah. And I honestly think that
That's interesting.
you should be spending more time on like diversifying the dating apps because I'm not
Right.
saying anything is wrong with HUD.
Right.
I just think that I would recommend trying Hinge again.
Other apps, yeah.
Yeah.
In a real concerted effort.
In a
yeah.
real concerted like update your
Right.
prompts,
that's the-
update the photos.
Right. That's
Mhm.
the thing. I love it. I'm all for it.
Mhm,
And look,
mhm.
randomly you could also get lucky, right? There could be that one moment in the street.
Yes.
I drop my phone because I drop it 100 times a day, and then there she is, the, the sun beneath the
Oh my God, I'm
my
dead.
sun beneath the stars. There she picks up my phone, and then like we start speaking like some crazy language, and then we just get
You're gonna start like speaking French or what?
French or something. I don't
Do you speak French?
Nah. I speak
So,
enough to say I speak not a lot of
what
French.
languages do you speak?
A tiny bit of French.
So like, okay. So you're just gonna start speaking another
I wish I
language
spoke other
fluently.
languages. I really do.
You're a little delulu,
What does that mean?
delusional.
A little bit.
Like
I
you're
think,
like
yeah.
your meet cute is that you drop your phone and then you start speaking it
Right.
in a different language,
I do
but you
think
don't speak another
right. I do
language.
think I need someone who look, I'm not this isn't like this this isn't like the food at the bodega, right? Like
Mm.
this isn't like easy, right?
It's not easy. Love is not
This
easy.
this isn't like I'm not like the I'm not like the restaurant. I'm not like the bodega, right? You could still eat, but like I'm the restaurant. Sometimes there might be a line. It's gonna be a lot of work, but like
Mhm.
once you're inside, once you're at the restaurant, you're
Yeah.
gonna have a great time.
That's you?
You're gonna have an amazing time.
So you're saying there's a line to get to you?
No,
Oh.
I'm saying that handling me is not like it's not like walking into the restaurant. Like I'm not like
You're not straightforward. You're a bit of a maze.
that, and like I can be high maintenance. That was what I was trying to say.
You are high maintenance.
Maybe I'm a little high maintenance.
I
Like
mean,
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go camping with you. I'm not gonna
No.
do any of that. I don't
No.
want to go camping. Do you want to go camping?
No,
No.
not necessarily.
I like my bath. I like having a bathroom. I like sheets. I don't like tents. All right, I'm good. All right.
No,
go back to what
I
you're
love
doing.
this. He doesn't want to go camping. He might go glamping, like TBD. So we're actually
I
up.
go on and
We're
on.
up to time, but before we go, I must ask you. Ask every single
I was
guest.
just riffing the past 5 minutes.
No, and I loved it. That was actually like the funniest thing that's ever happened. So, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, what's your dating mantra, or your biggest piece of dating advice?
Biggest dating mantra. I would say it's I would say it's trust the universe for
Mm,
sure.
okay.
I truly believe in that.
Mhm.
I'm a big law of attraction person, whether it's business, personal,
Yep.
etc. Trust the universe, right?
Okay.
I believe the energy you put out you'll get
Get
that
back.
right?
Mhm.
And that's right. Dating is tough sometimes because you could put out so much great energy,
Mhm.
and you're like, wait, shouldn't this be happening by now?
But you have to trust the process.
But you have to trust the process.
Because I
So,
wouldn't have a platform if I
right,
was married at 28 in
which
Minnesota.
which is so cool.
Yeah.
What's your mantra?
I think my mantra is keep it moving.
I like that.
I think
like
people get stuck in the wrong places, and it's like you could be one date away from finding your person, so don't get stuck.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
That's powerful. And control what you can control, right? Don't
Mm.
worry about the things out of your control, which is the most obvious advice that most of the world ignores.
Yeah,
And it's so crazy, right?
it is crazy.
And it's obviously, there's a lot of things that happen in the world, but most of it is out of your control.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think more people need to think about that, especially as it comes to dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, in my control, I can fix my profile.
Yep.
Like that is in my control.
And
Not in my
I'm here to help you.
you're here to have.
Mm-hmm.
Not in my control is like the perfect match swipes right on it. It's not in my control.
Mm-hmm.
Or I drop my phone and I meet the one,
Who also speaks French. But I will say
She
also,
doesn't have to speak French. if
you
you-
can control your priorities too. I'm sorry, we have to go after this, but
It's okay.
like so many people I talk
I could
to,
sit with you forever.
right? Isn't this so
Hours,
nice?
hours.
We're just so good at this together. So, what am I trying to say? Oh, yeah. Okay. So many people prioritize the wrong things, and you can also control what you prioritize. So, yes, everyone wants X, Y, and Z, but like, what is actually important
Mm.
to finding like the partner that you want to build a whole life with? Do we want them to be like a 10 out of 10 when it comes to looks? Of course. But if they're a 10 out of 10 and they like don't have good values and they're horrible with
Right.
money and like they don't like want the same things as you, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But if like maybe they're like a 7 out of 10 and they
Right.
have all these other things, I would prioritize that person over the, other person.
Not even a question. Not
So
even a
you just have
question.
to like
You're
also
looking for the long.
prioritize the long run.
That's all I'm looking for, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like
Yeah.
it's who is going to be your long-term partner.
Mhm.
Who can you just maybe start a family with? Who
Of
can who's
course.
will all of those things. See
Yeah.
the world with, explore the world with. And that's what's so exciting about it.
It is exciting.
Yeah.
Okay,
But thanks
Harrison,
for
where can everyone find you? Thank
Oh
you
my
again.
God. Well, on me, you can follow me on Instagram
Mhm.
at hforman. You could come to my show, Updating. We're constantly posting new dates.
Mhm.
We are touring a little bit this fall. We're doing like 20 cities, I think, in January and February.
Yep.
So come see a show. That's at Updating Show, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. And or you could see me sitting down in Madison Square Park.
And come say hi to him.
And come
Or
say
you
what
can
up.
see him at my mixer on September 19th.
Ooh, you'll
He's
see
a
me at the
featured
mixer.
single.
I'll be a featured single.
And
Do you think I'm gonna walk out with a date?
yeah. I have a few people who I want to set you up with.
Stop.
I'm
Are you
not
kidding
kidding.
me?
I'm not joking.
This is emotional.
You know I have your back. Are you gonna cry?
I'm gonna cry that night.
Okay,
I
I
think.
can't wait. I'm gonna take a video.
This is really amazing.
Okay, thanks.
This has been a pleasure. Thank you for having me. You're an amazing host.
Oh, thank you.
You're truly an amazing host.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks again to our sponsor, First Rounds on Me. If you're tired of endless small talk with an overwhelming number of pen pals, go download First Rounds on Me now and get yourself a real date.